place at the parish by growing up with my family, and my high school experience was a great influence on my vocation. I thought at 16, 17, I prayed a lot about my vocation and read something about Maryknoll, and that attracted me. Signed up with Maryknoll, as it were, in 1945. I was in the class of 1955, and that was the largest class in the history of Maryknoll. 60 priests ordained. We were the first priests ordained in this chapel. It was just finished, and even the pews weren't not in the chapel. They had regular folding chairs. At 56, we went to Yale University up in New Haven to learn, to start our language training, 2 semesters of Korean. And then we were sent overseas by ship from San Francisco, 2 weeks to South Korea. And we arrived. It was a very, very poor country. I was an assistant from 1956 to 1957 with Father John Coffey, and then with Father Bora. And after that first year, I was assigned as a pastor to build a new parish, a rural parish in the central part of South Korea. And I got there. There was nothing there but a piece of land. In the first Mass I offered at that I was out in the open. I had no church, no rectory. And I had to build a church, and I had to build a rectory, and I had to depend on the local people and work with the local people to develop that parish. And so I started with 500 Catholics, and I finished 5 years later there at that parish with 2,000 Catholics and 6 mission stations. But I was in the parish about two months maybe, and then the people came running over, and they knocked on the door, and a Catholic across the road had been gored by a bull. They used these cows with big horns to plow the fields. They didn't have any tractors or anything, or gasoline for that matter. And so he was working with this animal, and the animal gored him in the back. They're very bad. It was bleeding badly, and so they said and there was no hospital in the little town, so I had to take him in the Jeep to the larger city, about 45, 50 minutes away, to a hospital, and that helped our mission there. That the local foreign priest was able to help this man, in need. After my first parish there, I was sent to Rome to study canon law for 2 years. Then when I came back to Korea. I got a big parish in the provincial city, and I was pastor there, but I was also doing canon law work, and I was the chancellor. I always did pastoral work my whole 52 years in South Korea. All of us should have the viewpoint or the idea of being open to everybody, to be willing to meet new people.